welcome back to the channel. I'm Mal, the veg plot man. Down back on the allotment, pushing on with the pre-season jobs. Finally got to the stage that we're now going to look to pave out the sun shelter, store, and just make it just better underfoot really. As I said, it's a bit wet here. So what we're going to do is just lay it down on a screed bed of sand with a bit of cement sprinkled into it. So it's not permanent, it's something that you can just peel back up and take away with you if you wanted to. And then the sand and the cement doesn't go solid, it just sort of like firms up a little bit, stops the flags from moving. Still not 100%, but Mick said he'll come down and give me a hand. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is get these bags into here, split, nip over to Mick's, he's got a bit of cement for me, mix that in and get it raked out and get the rods. So stick around and we'll show you how we go on. There's no strict regime to this screed. I'll probably just use a bag of cement for that whole area there. It's just a case of mixing it in best you can. It is an allotment. That's sort of half the area covered, and what we'll do, we just tamp it down best we can, get it in those areas, and then we just put these rods, 2 of them. I'm joined by Michael here now. 2 of them in evenly. Once we've got it even between us, we'll pull a piece of timber back, and that should give us a straight line, a straight levelled surface. Mick, say hello.
Good morning, folks.
I can't see you around there, mate.
Oh, sorry.
He's here.
I'm not good with technology, am I, Malcolm?
He's not. Right, we'll crack on. I'll keep bobbing you in and out as we get going. But, I can see this thing, bane of my life. I'm going to get myself a new one. So just a quick one now. You can see these poles here. They're now level, both directions. Vertical, horizontal. And what we're going to do now is cover them completely with the sand. And then firm it all down with his feet. Just give it a good walking over. And then we screed it back, and because these 2 poles are sat on top, it'll leave us with a level surface. Well, we hope so, don't we, Mick?
We do. We've only done it once or twice before, haven't we?
Maybe maybe 1, 2, 3,000 times maybe. Yeah. Because it's a small area, we don't need 2 people on the plank pulling. You can imagine if it were twice that wide, you're pulling back a lot of sand. So Mick's kindly volunteered to do the pulling. He knows I'm not 100%. Don't you, Mick?
That's it. Got to look after the old men, you know.
Got to look after old folk. So as you can see there, the pipes are there, everything's nice and smooth, and it's just going to be a case of screening that all the way back to this end. And then we can just start to lay from this near side here in. So we'll have to do that on a measure so that we land nicely at the back. We're giving all his trade secrets away here, Michael.
Well, it's time for the younger generations to start.
Let the young uns take over, Michael. That's my philosophy. Right, so that's fully screeded out to the end, or as far as we want to go. And now we're going to just start and lay from that marker on this side all the way back. Well, I say we, Michael. And what we're going to end up with is we're going to have two coming across with a cut, and then we'll go two going across with a cut. We'll go two going across with a cut and alternate it like that.
Right, Malcolm.
Okay.
We have a slight angle difference between here and the end. Would you rather we stay parallel with your shed with the first flag?
Yes. Stay parallel with the shed and we'll hide it at this side. Yeah. So after a bit of kerfuffle, we decided not to bother alternating it because it'd be a bit of a farce, wouldn't it, Mick?
Yeah, over such short distances, it's not as important to do a stretcher bond.
No. So basically, we're just going to do cuts all the way into here, and then we're going to look at maybe putting another row from here across there. But we'll see how we go. Right, so there we go, guys. That's all nicely paved out. Thanks to Michael, the hard landscape man. There's no he can't do, I've told you that before. We've been here probably now no more than an hour and a half. No more than an hour and a half. So keep this video, save it, and if you've got a little bit of paving to do at home and it's not too big, it's worth giving it a go that way. So yeah, we've got that to do. That edge there, the far edge, I'm going to put some wet gear, mix that up and float that in there just to secure it, maybe a bit on that side. I'm going to look at these later on in summer, these ones that run down. I'm going to put a curb step there so as a definitive step up into it, and then I'm just going to sort these ones out, give them a jet wash, and I think it'll look great, don't you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Revive your grass or relay it, you know.
That's the big question now. Will this grass come back? Now, I'm a big believer in grass. I think it's one of the toughest plants in the world. You can put a skip on an area for a year, 18 months. Take it away, within 6 months that grass is back. It's just whether have I got the patience. So that's looking a little bit battered, is that grass. But, do you know what, Mick? I'm not going to let my OCD get on top of me. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see if I can get that grass back to how it was last year.
Yeah, it's worth a go.
That's my challenge, Mick.
Worth a go.
Yeah. Right, guys, thank you. Me and Michael are going to go home and get showered. As I told you before, Michael, step in, Michael, you're out of the camera. Michael's not only my plot neighbour, but he's my home neighbour as well. He lives over the road from me. And on a Friday night, tradition, I go to his house for a pint. Following week he comes to mine.
It's a very good tradition.
And it's a very good tradition, isn't it, Mick?
Yeah.
And it happens to be Friday. So, me and Mickey ain't going to hang around any longer, are we? We're going to get tidied up
No,
and we're off.
time.
I think it's my house tonight.
Is it?
I think so, yeah. I know last one were yours. No, last one were mine, wasn't it?
Yes. Well,
We'll see.
we'll never remember at our age anyway.
We always forget. We forget. Yeah, we'll do mine.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. This is a quick video. I'm going to actually upload this on Friday, and then on Sunday, if I've got time, I'm going to do a nice little video on some of the stuff that I'm doing down on the plot. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I've had a real influx since I went past the 2,000 mark, so I'm really pleased. Welcome aboard. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It'll make a real big difference to the channel. And you know what? Ask me a question. Who am I? What do I do? What am I growing? Anything. Any question helps boost the channel. Right, guys, that's me done. That's Michael done. We'll see you later, and happy growing.
Happy growing.